My name is Phil Pepper, and my poster is on the effect of reminders on prospective memory. Event-based prospective memory refers to our ability to plan and fulfill a future intention in response to an environmental cue, such as remembering to take a medication after seeing it on the kitchen counter. In a typical event-based prospective memory task, participants complete an ongoing task, such as making 2 versus 3 syllable judgments, and form the intention to make a special response to a certain cue, such as the word parakeet. In everyday life, people often form mini intentions to complete various tasks. As these intentions mount, so does the cognitive load on prospective memory. One way to deal with the difficulty of maintaining multiple intentions is to use reminders, such as a to-do list for groceries or a smartphone alert for taking a medication. Reminders reduce cognitive load and can mitigate capacity limitations that can potentially be reached as the number of intentions increase. We therefore hypothesize that reminders would improve prospective memory, particularly under high load when cognitive resources are taxed. We tested this hypothesis across 3 experiments. All 3 experiments use a syllable judgment task as the ongoing task, and all participants formed an intention to make a unique response whenever they encountered a prospective memory cue. In the first 2 experiments, we manipulated load and reminders between subjects, resulting in the 4 groups you can see off to the right of the methods section. The low load groups in the first 2 experiments had 1 prospective memory cue to remember, and the high load groups had 4 cues to remember. The reminder groups had the to be remembered cues listed at the top of the screen throughout the experiment. Experiment 1 used specific cues, which were encoded exactly as they appeared within the ongoing task, such as the word parakeet. Experiment 2 used non-specific cues, which were encoded as a general category like all birds, though participants would make a prospective memory response to exemplars within the category, like parakeet. Experiment 3 used cue target word pairs. Whenever participants saw the first word of a pair within the ongoing task, they were to type in the second word from the pair as a prospective memory response. Load was manipulated within subjects by using 2 high association word pairs, like positive and negative, and 2 low association word pairs, like parakeet and negative would be. Low association pairs were considered high load because they require controlled memory processes at retrieval. The graphs in the results section from all 3 experiments are organized with percentage of prospective memory performance on the y-axis and high or low load on the x-axis. The reminder groups are represented by the gray bars and the no reminder groups by the white bars. In experiment 1, reminders improved prospective memory for specific cues in both load groups, but the effect was far stronger under high load. In experiment 2, reminders only improved non-specific prospective memory under high load. In experiment 3, reminders improved prospective memory overall, but like in experiment 1, provided greater benefit under high load. In conclusion, all 3 experiments showed that reminders are particularly beneficial under high load. Populations with deficits in prospective memory, such as people with schizophrenia, depression, or mild cognitive impairment, may be helped most by using reminders. Projects we are currently exploring include using time-based prospective memory reminders with medical information. Additionally, we are examining the effect of reminder specificity on prospective memory performance by manipulating whether participants have a reminder for the cue or the response information that must be retrieved from memory. We are also investigating how people make decisions about reminders and whether people show metacognitive awareness of the effectiveness of different reminder types. As reminders are particularly beneficial for younger adults with lower cognitive abilities, future studies should explore the effect of reminders on prospective memory in older adults. Thank you.